So I came to Wake Living magazine to add a little more fashion, just kind of make the section a little bigger, beefier, just have someone that's dedicated just to fashion. My background as a fashion stylist and a fashion blogger, attending Fashion Week, knowing the different trends and things that are happening was great to be able to marry the two with what is important and to Raleigh. So Raleigh has a growing professional scene. A lot of people are moving here to the area, so it's a melting pot of different ethnicities, backgrounds, and especially with style. So we wanted to kind of do something that talked specifically to the professional in fall fashion, so we did something different. So we worked with the Capstrat. Capstrat is a beautiful, beautiful art-infused building that was created for creative minds. And so there we thought this would be a good way to marry the two of fashion and to marry the style of the building with what we're looking for fall fashion with professionals. So we chose 3 different setups. We chose downtown chic, we chose creative cool, and we chose tech savvy. Each 3 of those setups speak to the different things that are happening in Raleigh. So downtown chic, that is your traditional polished fashion professional, okay? That's your southern style that is very crisp, clean, gentlemen's bow ties, longer hemlines for the ladies, but it's infused with modern touches. And the reason I say that it's infused with modern touches is because, like I said, you know, with the style happening here in Raleigh, it's not just a southern background. It's infused with a lot of different urban touches, modern touches, artistic touches, and so that's what we did. It's infused with a lot of different things, and so that's why we added the patterns that are different, pattern mixing. Angela, as you can see in one of her looks, she's wearing a brightly colored skirt with a pattern, and then her jacket has a pattern as well. But we wanted to show that the traditional silhouette is good to wear as long as you mix the patterns that makes it modern. Then with the creative cool, those are your graphic designers. Those are the people that kind of have the fun jobs, and we choose these people based on the kind of creativity that they can bring. So they have to have creativity in their look. So it's smart casual, and when we say smart casual, it's not really going there, but staying very polished, but still showing trends and still showing color and pattern. And so we put a lot of the girls in different patterns. You can see the pops of chartreuse in one of the looks. You see the animal print in the pants, and then Angela, she's wearing one of the brighter prints of the dresses. But we wanted to make sure that their shoes were still kind of traditional in a sense, that were appropriate for work, but that they showed some fashion as well. Now with the guys, we got a little fun with the guys. We put them in denim, colored denim. So Charlie's wearing a burgundy denim jeans, but his top is very classic, but still a little edgy, you know, a little creative. But they all are wearing polished work boots. Polished work boot is something that's going to be great for the career scene, and it's accepted here, you know, as long as it's not rugged looking, has a little polish to it. And those boots, they came from Lumina, which is a North Carolina-based clothing company, and so those boots are there. So a lot of those looks came from Lumina as well. Last setup, which is the fun one, which is tech savvy. These are the people that work with, you know, coding, and they're really behind the screen all the time, and so they can kind of have a little bit of fun. So those are your edgy hipster, those are your polished hipsters. So we say that you can wear things that are like a leather blazer, and you can kind of put Henleys underneath your shirts, layering for the ladies. We put a lot of the ladies, at least two of the ladies, in what we call coatigans. It's a kind of a hybrid between a coat and a cardigan. They're comfortable, but wearing those in creative prints, animal prints, okay, brocade, luxury prints, those are good. So with the hair, we chose to work with Salon Povera, and the reason that we chose the specific looks for Camellia and for Angela and for Marcia was because, one, we wanted to show diversity, one, and when you think work, you always thinking about pulling your hair back in a ponytail, a bun, and so we wanted to show some different styles, and so we chose braided styles, which is important because it kind of gives the look of a pulled back look, so that you can kind of work and not worry about your hair being in your face, but it's a polished look as well, and it's trendy, and you can kind of have the mix of the two. Angela's hair has two braids, and so she's kind of has hers off to the side, still a little messy, but it's still polished. And you know, with Marcia, you know, with African American women especially, we're always told that we have to straighten our hair and that we have to not wear our hair in its natural state. And I definitely wanted that to be something that was shown in the magazine, because her hair was beautiful in its natural state, the way that it is. And of course, we could have blown her hair out and made her look just the same as any other magazine, but I really thought it was important to show that African American women can wear their hair in their state and still look professional, and she looked gorgeous. Now with the makeup, you got to be very careful with makeup in the workplace. I chose what we call daytime glam. Daytime glam is full face, where Danny B did an amazing job with the makeup. The reason that we chose the colors that we did for the models, because we wanted them to look fresh faced, but we still wanted them to kind of look very polished and glam at the same time. The reason is because, you know, makeup is important. It completes a look. Although a lot of designers, they say that, you know, the makeup kind of completes the look. It kind of brings everything together. So with that being said, we wanted the models to look very fresh faced, but we still wanted them to kind of have a little heavier eye where it would read daytime glam. And that's why we chose the looks that we did. So working with Renee Sprink was great. She's a seasoned photographer who's been working with the magazine for a very long time, and she was excited just as much as I was. And I think that's important, working with a photographer that's excited about the clothes. If you get on set and the photographer's not excited about the clothes, they're not excited about the models, it's going to read in the photography, the energy. So she brought really great energy. She brought expertise to the site to say, you know, how a model should be posing, things of that nature. So it was a really good shoot. It was really great working with her. You know, people that work in the art galleries or people that work with PR firms, they're doing a little bit more fun in their style and in their fashion. And then likewise with someone that's in the tech world, you know, and they're a little relaxed and they're wearing the hem weave, maybe some denim. You wouldn't wear that if you're a lawyer, you know, because it doesn't read serious. It doesn't read that you take what you're doing serious. So you kind of have to still make sure that you're staying in your lane and dress appropriate for where you're working. I mean, it makes a big difference. People always say that, you know, your style is your calling card. It's how people address you. Dress how you want to be addressed.